Hey, it's Dr. Ernst, host of the Ask Dr. Ernst show. You know, for the last 14 years, I've been a radio host on a Saturday show called the Ask Dr. Ernst show, and I love doing it. In fact, we are taking this show nationwide on YouTube effective next week. All you have to do is go to youtube.com/AskDrErnst. Make sure you subscribe. Text your name and email to 704-906-2094 so we can put you in the inner circle. We'll email you an invitation to join us on all social channels. We're taking the show coast to coast, online, live Q&A, interviews with physicians. We're going to make it as a way that you can connect with a doctor, a physician, a natural healer, and get the answers you're looking for. So take a moment right now. Head on over to youtube.com/AskDrErnst. That's AskDrErnst. Hit the subscribe button so you can stay in the loop and text your name and email to 704-906-2094. Hey, my name is Dr. Ernst. I am Clinic Director of Cornerstone Health Center, and I'd like to introduce you to a brand new technology we have called RegenWave. If you've been struggling with chronic elbow, hip, knee, shoulder, back, neck issues, this device, not only can it penetrate deep enough into the joint tissue, but it can activate stem cells, increase blood flow, help with rejuvenation and regeneration of your joints. If you've been struggling and trying chiropractic, physiotherapies, even joint injections, this technology is going to help you to regenerate your joints, and sometimes it happens in as little as 4 or 6 treatments. We've seen a tremendous amount of patients see almost immediate change, decreased inflammation, increased blood flow, activation of joint regeneration. The secret, this RegenWave machine stimulates mesenchymal stem cells, which makes bones grow back, ligaments reconnect, joints open up. It can actually heal nerve damage. Schedule your consultation so we can get you on path to healing naturally once we find out if you're a candidate for this revolutionary therapy. Welcome to Cornerstone Health Center, Charlotte's premier destination for natural healing and regenerative healthcare. If you're tired of chasing symptoms, masking pain, or being told everything looks normal, you've just found a clinic that asks a different question. What's the root cause of your condition? We're an integrated functional and structural clinic offering cutting-edge solutions, everything from precision structural chiropractic care to personalized functional medicine and even advanced nutritional coaching, deep cellular detoxification, and powerful alternative therapies like Hockett ozone sauna, RegenWave therapy, spinal decompression, and PEMF therapies. At Cornerstone Health Center, our mission is clear: to uncover what's holding you back and empower you to become your own doctor. We believe healing doesn't come from a pill, it comes from within. And with the right tools, education, and natural therapies, you can finally take control of your health. Call us today at 704-597-7490 to schedule a complimentary consultation with one of our doctors, or visit us online at cornerstonehealthcenter.com. That's healthctr.com. Your health is a cornerstone. Let's rebuild it together. Hi, I'm Dr. Ernst, Clinic Director of Cornerstone Health Center. If you're looking to improve your detoxification, strengthen your immune system, and enhance your energy, then Hockett therapy is what you're looking for. Hyperthermic, carbonic acid, ozone, transdermal therapy. Yes, it sounds like a lot, but it's 10 therapies done all at once in a relaxing spa-like environment. It opens up your detoxification pathways. Carbonic acid enhance your pores to allow for ozone to get into your bloodstream. And here's the magic. Ozone kills everything you don't want. Chronic infections, Lyme, mold, even parasites. It allows your body to be cleansed from the inside out. Hi, my name is Dr. Ernst, Clinic Director of Cornerstone Health Center. If you suffer from chronic back pain, sciatica, or disc issues, spinal decompression therapy can help. This non-surgical treatment releases pressure on the discs. It opens up the space for the nerve and allows for gentle healing. The best part, many patients feel relief in just a few sessions. No surgeries, no drugs, no injections, no downtime. Schedule a consultation to find out if spinal decompression therapy is right for you. Well, good afternoon. It is Saturday. Yes, 3 o'clock. Well, actually, technically 3:05, but you know what I mean. It is time for the Ask Dr. Ernst show. Hey, it's a show where pounds are shed, disease is dead, where you get to be set free from your health problems when you become educated, knowledgeable, and you implement what you've learned towards your health. Look, guys, it's really that easy. If you want to heal yourself, learn everything you can about your condition. Even learn the medical side and the holistic side. Figure out what you want to do and then just apply it. You know, they often say knowledge is good. It's a good thing to know things. But you can be extremely knowledgeable and take zero action and get no results. Watch this. You can take action but not have the knowledge, get a result but not have it be the result you want. Maybe you're doing stuff, but it could be better. The more knowledge you get, the more action you apply, the better results you get. Now the ultimate question, what kind of knowledge do I need? It depends. Are you looking today to heal from heart disease, cancer, diabetes, MS, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, psoriasis? Guys, you realize there's like 80,000 different conditions that affect most Americans. And I've looked it up. The number one thing right now, 2026, people are looking for help with anxiety, mood, depression. Number 2, weight loss. Weight loss has always been a big deal. So many people want to lose weight. I mean, on Thursday, my God, we had over 1,500 people on a masterclass on how to lose weight. I thought that was really cool. I showed everyone, here's the equation. It's not calories in, calories out. It's not diet harder. It's not exercise more. There's a physiological equation in the human body that helps you to lose weight. Dr. Ernst, what is that? I'd like to know what it is. Well, text the word weight loss with your name and email to 704-906-2094. I'll send you the replay. You can watch the whole thing. It was about an hour and a half. Oh, an hour and a half, Dr. Ernst. Are you serious? Can't you just give me the one pager? Can't you just give me the answer right now? I'm a little yikes. I don't want to study and apply. Yeah, I can, but that page you're going to have to zoom in on so tightly that it's going to look like 16 pages worth of stuff. In fact, I had a Facebook follower say, why are you making me sign up for a class? Why are you forcing me to read 68 pages of an ebook? Can't you just tell me right now how to lose weight? And I was like, I could tell you the equation, but do you have a fat switch turned off? Do you have a hormone imbalance? Do you have heavy metals? Do you have pesticides? Do you have microplastics? I have no clue anything about you other than who you are. And so I put it on Facebook. Maybe you guys have seen this. It's my one page, how to lose weight. Go to the Ask Dr. Ernst Facebook page, AskDrErnst. It's there. Read the post. It says, this is for Linda and anybody who wants to lose weight fast. Here's your one page how to. I'm going to leave it at that. And so if you're going I missed that masterclass Thursday, a couple days ago. I didn't know. Dr. Ernst, don't hold me in contempt. I had no idea. I'm not. Ready? Text the word weight loss plus your name and email to 704-906-2094. I have 3 cameras. That one, this one, that one. So I'm trying to look at all of you guys. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to look straight. These will become side angles. Today is kind of like a heartfelt show for me. If you're watching our live stream, you can see the screen behind me. The farewell show. Wait a minute. Farewell show? What does this mean? Well, guys, today is my final broadcast on 107.9 WBT. It's not that I'm stopping the Ask Dr. Ernst show. It's just we are no longer going to be streaming on the airways. Doesn't mean we're quitting. You can see right here it says check out the YouTube channel called Ask Dr. Ernst. Guys, definitely you want to go there right now. Hit the subscribe button because every single week I'm going to come at you now multiple times. We're going to have at least 2 20-minute shows each week. We're going to do live Q&As. I'm going to really blow the lid. I'm going to let the cat out of the bag. You can ask any health question you want live. I will be on camera with you. You can Q&A with me. All you do is you type your comment into YouTube. I see it, I answer it, and I'm not going to hold back. Think of it as like a free doctor's consult every single week. And I understand you might be going like, oh, I'm having heart palpitations. Like, you're not going to be on 3 o'clock anymore. On YouTube, 3 p.m. is still going to exist. It's just, unfortunately, because of the way things are going, I am not renewing my contract. Now, you might say, wait, Dr. Ernst, like, you have a contract? Yes. Just so you're aware, for the last 14 or so years, I pay every week to do this. I give a check to the station to let me use their airways. And I'm just gonna be fully transparent, right? It's about $130,000 a year for me to do this show. And listen, it is what it is. Welcome to the reality of the world today. If you want to be on TV, I looked into it, it's $1,300 a week. If you want to be on the radio, it's $2,000 a week, $2,500 a week. If I want to be on WBTV, it's a weekly fee. Why is it weekly? Well, let's let the cat out of the bag. Technically, according to how you would view this is advertising. This is marketing. I don't see it as marketing. I see it as education. Do we get people to come to master classes from this? Yes. Do we get people to email us asking for help? Yes. Do we drive people to our website? Yes. So it is marketing. And of course, there's fees for marketing. It's no different than how Pepsi and Coke and certain people in Charlotte put their billboards up saying, I'll buy your home in cash. I'm not going to name a name, but you know who I'm talking about, right? So this very famous gentleman, he spends so much money to put his face and his name on the billboards to say, I'll buy your home in cash. And you guys all know who he is. Oh, it's him, because it pays for itself. If he spends $100,000 a month to put his face everywhere. Look, I've even seen this gentleman in other cities, in other states, and I'm not going to name his name, but you know who it is. And obviously it's working for him. So for the last 14 years, every week I cut a check, and from 3 to 4 p.m., here I am. And you guys hear my commercials throughout the week. You know who I am. It has certainly worked, but now, unfortunately, we're taking this beyond what our station here could do. They could not give me a weekday show. Why? Not their fault. Totally not to blame. I love WBT. I've been a WBT radio host on Saturdays for 14 years. I just wanted to go bigger. I wanted to be on there every day. I wanted to have live Q&A. I wanted to be an actual radio voice, not just weekends, but every single day. And they just, can't do it. There's no slots, there's no availability. So guess what? YouTube gives me the ability to be there every single day. And I can teach and inspire not just to the local Charlotte area, but coast to coast as I hit my microphone. Coast to coast. So all I ask is I'm going to give you the last 14 years of radio shows condensed into one. It's going to be a doozy, isn't it? I'm going to teach you what I have learned over the last 22 years of being a functional physician on how to heal yourself. I sent out an email earlier this week to our listener subscriber base, and I said, what do you want to know about? So I've got the top topics that everybody said, please, how do you get rid of? Ready? It was anxiety and depression was number 1. Weight loss was number 2. Number 3 was diabetes. Number 4, blood pressure, cholesterol. I'm going to clump it into heart disease. So we're going to go through the top 4 things you all have asked me to help you with as a final aired farewell. But remember, all during the show today, please take some time. Go to youtube.com. Type in Ask Dr. Ernst. It's real simple. See it up here? AskDrErnst. Ask Dr. Ernst. Boom, the YouTube page comes up. It's so simple. It's youtube.com/AskDrErnst. I hope that by the end of the show today, our subscribership has jumped by the hundreds or potentially the thousands, because I'm asking you not to leave WBT. Still listen, man. Bo and all these guys that the shows throughout the week, news at the top of the hour. I mean, just do it. Stay on the station, but just add to your repertoire youtube.com/AskDrErnst, because that's where I am going to be. Okay, so after today, will you find me at 3 p.m.? Nope. But you will if you go to youtube.com/AskDrErnst. We're going to give away a ton of stuff. We're going to have some prizes. We're going to have interviews with other doctors. Like, guys, I'm going huge with this. Coast to coast, north to south. Actually, all over the world, if you think about it. But we're going to talk about American-based health issues and how you can break free from them. So again, if you want to do that, take a moment right now. Click the link above or below if you're on our streams. Hey, if you're already on YouTube, just make sure you comment. Finally, you're going to be here every week. We always have been, but just smash that subscribe button. Like, I want you to punch that subscribe button so hard that when you hold it, it says, oh, by the way, give me notifications every single time something happens. Did you know you can also do that on Facebook? If you're a follower of our Facebook page, you can click and hold on the following button, and then it pops up a menu that says, do you want to be at the top of the feed? Yes, you do. Do you want to be notified when I go live? Yes, you do. Do you want to be in the inner circle? Yes, you do. So make sure, guys, it's 2026, that you follow us, because as soon as this door closes at 4 o'clock today, sadly, it's not reopening. Now, if you would like, I did this last week, to call WBT and say, hey, can we have Dr. Ernst back? You're more than entitled to do that. What will they do with this? I don't know, but I hope that they get 1,000 phone calls. Hey, what happened to Dr. Ernst? Let the station know. Maybe we can come back in a method that's more engaging and more in tune and more aligned with what you want. And I'm just going to leave it at that. So can you go to 107.9 FM WBT and click on the phone number and call? Sure, you certainly can. I should have figured out that phone number. See, I don't really call the station that much, but when I come back from my commercial break, man, I'll have it for you guys. It should be on the screen, so you can probably see it around here somewhere. It'll say call WBT, and there's a phone number, okay? So now that I've done that as my intro, here we go. What can we do? Gotta stop hitting my microphone. What can we do to heal ourselves? What a great question. First of all, just recognize you are not an accident. You are not the result of some sort of randomness. The fact that you have a health condition, there is a reason for that. No, Dr. Ernst, you don't understand. I just woke up one day and I got diagnosed and they told me it's my genetics. If it was your genetics, you would have had that condition from birth, okay? Genetic diseases express themselves before you're born. We could run a genetic profile and go, we have Down syndrome, we have hemochromatosis, we have sickle cell anemia, we found an in utero cancer. Those are genetic. But please understand this, there is no way on God's green earth that you woke up on 40 years old and you went to your medical doctor for your annual physical and you're like, hey, guess what? You have diabetes and it's genetic. No way possible. There's no way that you woke up at 65 and you went in and said something doesn't feel right and they find a cancer in wherever and they say that's genetic. There's no way, because your genes didn't change from the moment you were born till now. So if it was genetic, why didn't you have the tumor 15, 20, 30, 40 years ago? Why didn't you have diabetes 15, 20, 30 years ago? I'm gonna let the cat out of the bag. Here it comes, here it comes. Epigenetics is the new study of the idea that your genes haven't changed since you were born. The expression of them is what changes. Whoo! Think of it like this. If I have a pistol and I pull the trigger, does it mean there's going to be a bullet that comes out? Depends on if it's loaded or not. If it's not loaded, nothing happens. So the gene is the gun, the pistol. It's there. It's just there. But the expression is you pulling the trigger, and the movement of the bullet is your lifestyle. So you, my friend, get to determine A, do I pull the trigger? B, does the lifestyle preload the ability for you to shoot the bullet? If you shoot a bullet, yes, there'll be an impact. So if you decide that you have the gene, because everybody does. Look, I don't know if you know this or not. Let's just be honest. Okay? If you feel pulse in your neck, you have genes for diseases inside of you. I have diabetes genes inside of me. I have heart disease genes inside of me. I have Parkinson's genes inside of me. Dr. Ernst, how how do you know you have these genes? Like, how do you know? Well, I ran a genetic profile. It's real easy to do. Cheek swab. You take a cheek swab tester, you send it off to a lab, and they tell you if you have genetic mutations at certain genes that cause disease. So I have diabetes genes, I have heart disease genes, and I have Parkinson's genes in my body. Now watch this. Does that mean I get diabetes? Nope, it's just the gun. I have a gun, and I have to decide, A, do I pull the trigger? B, did I load it? Did I prep it? So real quick, what preps your body for this is your lifestyle. So let me give you an example. If you have never worked out a day in your life and you think food comes through a window, then you're loading your genes. If you think it's not a good idea to do a detox regularly and to get rid of parasites and to make sure your microplastics are low and your glyphosate levels are low and your toxins are low, then you're loading the genes. If you think that your insurance companies care about your health and that your primary medical doctors are really looking out for your long-term health, then you're loading the genes. So now here's the thing. Just because you load it doesn't mean you pull the trigger. So what pulls the trigger for most people is an event, something stressful. It could be a car accident. It could be a divorce. It could be a death in the family of a loved one. It could be you lose your job. Usually, if you dig deep enough into people's history, you're going to find something like this. I had my annual physical. It wasn't good, Dr. Ernst. How so? Well, the doctor said I have heart disease. Okay, did they tell you when you started having it? No, but they said, did anybody in my family have heart disease? And so I said, yeah, my dad, my uncle, my brother, their dog, and their cat all have heart disease. And so the doctor said, well, you have genetic heart disease. Good news is we have drugs that can make that not go away. We have drugs that can make your labs look good and make you think you're good. You guys see where I'm going with this? So real quick, in that instance, if I was working with this patient, I would say, hey, hold on. So you got diagnosed in 2024. You've had heart disease for 2 years. What happened in 2023, 2024? Like, what happened? When were you diagnosed? September? All right, let's just run through your life for a second. What happened in August? What happened in June or July? And, you'll start to see it's when my wife told me she no longer wants to be married. There was the trigger. I lost my job and I've been unemployed for 90 days and I'm freaking out about getting a new job. I got in this really bad car accident. Somebody just rear-ended me. My car was totaled and I had to deal with all of this stuff. Okay, so now here's the crazy thing. There's a lot of people that lose their jobs and don't get sick. There's a lot of people that have been in car accidents and they don't get sick. There's a lot of people who go through a divorce and they actually get better in their health. What's the difference? The lifestyle, guys. If a gun is unloaded and a life event happens, nothing happens. But if that gun is preloaded and there's a bullet in the chamber and a car accident happens, a divorce happens, a stressful event, a job, boom! And then what shows up is the disease. Man alive. I hope you see this. I'm sharing with you 22 years worth of what I have just figured out. And yes, it's existential. And yes, there's a lot of analogies. And yes, I've probably lost half of you. Because you're like this, wait, I'm a gun? I don't understand. I get to decide if I pull the trigger? That's not what my doctor told me. My doctor told me it's bad luck or my genes or that I'm 47 or 62. See, it's all the just poisoning of your mind that they teach you. Let's just take it real simple. You, regardless if you believe this or not, are here for a reason. You are created. You have an energy inside of you that even today physicians are trying to figure out where it comes from. Like, you have God power. I personally believe, this is me now, that you're a God-created spiritual being in a physical form with a frame that is amazing. Like, you guys understand how awesome the human body is? I read a statistic, I'm probably going to butcher this, that if you took the human DNA and you unraveled it and it stayed together, you could wrap that around the earth like 1,000,000 times. That's how much DNA you have inside of you. I've heard that your heart is more efficient than any pump humans have ever made, ever. Like, it never stops, it never quits, it never takes a vacation, it never says, I'm so stressed out, I can't do this anymore. It never says like, hey, I need a vacay. Your heart's like, man, I'm on the clock 24/7, 365 days of the year. I'm gonna keep you moving, I'm gonna keep you beating, I'm gonna keep you alive. Your brain, technically, it never stops. Even when you're asleep, your brain is still cleaning itself out. It's filing memories, it's clearing lymphatics, it's healing your body. Like, they just found out, guys, at night, your brain's like, I'm on the job while you're asleep. You have more brain activity while you sleep than some of you have while you're awake. And your brain literally goes, whoa, that shoulder, micro tear of the rotator cuff. Hey, immune system, kick in and clean that up while my frame is asleep. Guys, they've discovered that we have so much power inside of us that we haven't even tapped into it yet. And you think you're genetically unable to heal or you're bad luck because you're too old. I did a consult call with a patient the other day. She's in her mid-80s. She's like, Dr. Ernst, is it too late? And I'm like, for what? Like, for you to get better? She's like, yeah, like, I'm 80. Like, maybe I'm too old. And I was like, whew, we got to talk about that. I don't know if you know this story, but Moses was called to remove the Israelites from Egypt. Probably one of the greatest biblical stories. Has an entire book of the Bible dedicated to him and what he did. And he was 80 when God said, hey, Moses, I need your help. And you know what Moses said? Me? Are you sure? Like, I'm old. And God's like, I know. And Moses goes, I stutter. And God goes, I know. And Moses is like, I don't feel like doing this. And God goes, I know. And Moses was like, pick someone else. And God goes, no. And Moses is like, is there any way someone can help me? And he's like, well, you have a brother. His name is Aaron. Aaron, my first name is Aaron. And I'll let Aaron be your voice, because you do stutter. But Moses, don't worry. I'll give you the words to say. I'll give you everything you need. And Moses is like, really? Like, are you sure? And God's like, yes, I created your mouth. I created your body. I even created your brain. I, God, will give you everything you need. First time I read that story, I was like, yeah, that's a cool story. Second time I read the story, I was like, isn't it funny that Moses was questioning God? Third time I read the story, I was like, man, a lot of human beings do that same thing. Fourth time I read the story, I was like, phew, maybe I could do what Moses did. Fifth time I read the story, I realized that we're all Moses. All of us complain. All of us think we don't have the capacity. Seventh time I read the story, I was like, wow, God can do anything. And he uses people who are broken to do great things. 12th time I read the story, I was like, whew, I'm getting more out of this than I've ever gotten out of it in my life ever. Because I realized something about all of humanity. Ready for this? You can do anything you put your mind to. Even if you don't think you can still do it. I've seen Tony Robbins show people like, I'm deathly afraid of snakes. In like a minute, he has them holding a snake, kissing a snake, and they're like, there's no way I'm ever going to touch a snake. And then they're like cuddling with snakes. Like, you have way more inside of you. Give yourself more credit than you give yourself. Turn to the ultimate power of the universe and ask, God, give me some wisdom. Give me some understanding. Give me some healing. And you watch, he's going to say, I gave you a podcast to listen to. Did you listen to it? I gave you a webinar that you could watch. Did you watch it? I gave you a free ebook through this doctor who's on now YouTube. Did you do it? And so what I've learned, guys, in 14 years of being on the radio, 22 years being a functional physician and a chiropractor, is most of us don't think we can do what we think we can do. And Henry Ford said it, I think, the greatest. If you don't think you can, or you think you can, you are right. I'm gonna let that sit in while we take a commercial break. And if you're looking for where are we gonna be going after today, subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/AskDrErnst. We'll be right back as this is the final commercial break for the Ask Dr. Ernst show. Be blessed, don't go away. I'll be right back. Hey, it's Dr. Ernst, host of the Ask Dr. Ernst show. You know, for the last 14 years, I've been a radio host on a Saturday show called the Ask Dr. Ernst Show, and I love doing it. In fact, we are taking this show nationwide on YouTube effective next week. All you have to do is go to youtube.com/AskDrErnst. Make sure you subscribe. Text your name and email to 704-906-2094 so we can put you in the inner circle. We'll email you an invitation to join us on all social channels. We're taking the show coast to coast, online, live Q&A, interviews with physicians. We're going to make it as a way that you can connect with a doctor, a physician, a natural healer, and get the answers you're looking for. So take a moment right now. Head on over to youtube.com/AskDrErnst. That's AskDrErnst. Hit the subscribe button so you can stay in the loop and text your name and email to 704-906-2094. Hey, my name is Dr. Ernst. I am Clinic Director of Cornerstone Health Center, and I'd like to introduce you to a brand new technology we have called RegenWave. If you've been struggling with chronic elbow, hip, knee, shoulder, back, neck issues, this device, not only can it penetrate deep enough into the joint tissue, but it can activate stem cells, increase blood flow, help with rejuvenation and regeneration of your joints. If you've been struggling and trying chiropractic, physiotherapies, even joint injections, this technology is going to help you to regenerate your joints, and sometimes it happens in as little as 4 or 6 treatments. We've seen a tremendous amount of patients see almost immediate change, decreased inflammation, increased blood flow, activation of joint regeneration. The secret, this RegenWave machine stimulates mesenchymal stem cells, which makes bones grow back, ligaments reconnect, joints open up. It can actually heal nerve damage. Schedule your consultation so we can get you on path to healing naturally once we find out if you're a candidate for this revolutionary therapy. Welcome to Cornerstone Health Center, Charlotte's premier destination for natural healing and regenerative healthcare. If you're tired of chasing symptoms, masking pain, or being told everything looks normal, you've just found a clinic that asks a different question. What's the root cause of your condition? We're an integrated functional and structural clinic offering cutting-edge solutions, everything from precision structural chiropractic care to personalized functional medicine and even advanced nutritional coaching, deep cellular detoxification, and powerful alternative therapies like Hockett ozone sauna, RegenWave therapy, spinal decompression, and PEMF therapies. At Cornerstone Health Center, our mission is clear: to uncover what's holding you back and empower you to become your own doctor. We believe healing doesn't come from a pill, it comes from within. And with the right tools, education, and natural therapies, you can finally take control of your health. Call us today at 704-597-7490 to schedule a complimentary consultation with one of our doctors, or visit us online at cornerstonehealthcenter.com. That's healthctr.com. Your health is a cornerstone. Let's rebuild it together. Hi, I'm Dr. Ernst, Clinic Director of Cornerstone Health Center. If you're looking to improve your detoxification, strengthen your immune system, and enhance your energy, then Hockett therapy is what you're looking for. Hyperthermic, carbonic acid, ozone, transdermal therapy. Yes, it sounds like a lot, but it's 10 therapies done all at once in a relaxing spa-like environment. It opens up your detoxification pathways. Carbonic acid enhance your pores to allow for ozone to get into your bloodstream. And here's the magic. Ozone kills everything you don't want. Chronic infections, Lyme, mold, even parasites. It allows your body to be cleansed from the inside out. Hi, my name is Dr. Ernst, Clinic Director of Cornerstone Health Center. If you suffer from chronic back pain, sciatica, or disc issues, spinal decompression therapy can help. This non-surgical treatment releases pressure on the discs. It opens up the space for the nerve and allows for gentle healing. The best part, many patients feel relief in just a few sessions. No surgeries, no drugs, no injections, no downtime. Schedule a consultation to find out if spinal decompression therapy is right for you. Hey, welcome back. You're listening to the Ask Dr. Ernst show. My name is Dr. Ernst, and today, I've been letting the cat out of the bag. I'm giving you guys 22 years worth of experience bottled up into one final farewell segment. If you're just tuning in, you're going, wait, final farewell segment. What's going on? Well, guys, we're moving our show to youtube.com/AskDrErnst for several reasons. Number one, because we can do it every single day. Number two, because we can really create some more engagement. We can do live Q&A. You ask me a question, I give you an answer. We can do more frequent interviews. We can do a ton of stuff. Plus, it expands our reach. Listen, I love 107.9. I've been with them since they were 11:10 a.m. WBT. I mean, we're talking 14 something plus years. I have been here at 3 o'clock every Saturday. Except for the times that were preempted, and many of you have been like, what happened to your show? Well, there was a basketball game or a football game or whatever. Occasionally, North Carolina and their football and basketball has a game during my show, and so what happens is I get bumped. In those instances, you may notice this, there's more commercials during the week of me going, hey, it's Dr. Ernst. Would you like to then join me for, or do you want a free this or a free that? Text your name, your phone number, your email. So gone are the days after today of text your name to. Why? youtube.com/AskDrErnst. The links you need to download the stuff you need will be in every single video. It saddens me. Yes, it's heartfelt. Okay, I've stood in this studio. I've even sat in their studios. I built a studio. I've been doing this for years. It's like it just flows out of me now. And I don't want you to think that we're not going to still be doing the Ask Dr. Ernst show. It's going to exist every Saturday at 3 o'clock just on youtube.com/AskDrErnst. Take a moment, visit it now, subscribe. I've got a link up and below. It's direct. Just click it, subscribe, and you'll get notifications. Push and hold that subscribe button until a window pops up and it'll say, do you want to be notified for content? Do you want to be notified for live? Just say yes, 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 yes. Turn the bell on if you know what I'm talking about. Because when I do go live, your phone's going to go, Dr. Ernst is live. Do you want to ask a question? We're going to do it multiple times throughout the week. In the mornings on Tuesdays, in the afternoons on Thursdays, at 3 p.m. I'm not giving up the 3 p.m. slot for me. It's just, it won't be air streamed. It'll be video streamed to every social channel I can find. If I can park this video on something, it'll be there. Why? Because I believe my calling is to teach you what you don't know so that you can heal yourself and give God the glory for that, and then tell another person what you did. Think of it this way. If you were to learn what causes anxiety, which I'm going to talk about in a second, and fix it, and your anxiety is gone, do you know how many people would be like, hey, can you help me with my anxiety? A ton. Do you know how many people would say, wait, you got out of depression? Can you help me? I'm depressed. A ton. Do you know how many people, if you lost 30 pounds in a month, would say, whoa, can you show me how you did that? So I hope and pray that through what you learn on this show, not just today, but on every show we stream on YouTube from here forward at youtube.com/AskDrErnst, that you learn how to heal yourself and then you give it forward, pay it back. Find a coworker who's struggling and say, hey, you know what? I did this. I learned this and I applied this. What if you hey, check out this channel here. Your business card that you should carry around goes, here's what I do for a living, and on the back, here's how I got healthier. Go check out that YouTube channel. Can you imagine how fast this would overtake the country? And here's what I'm just going to show you. It doesn't cost me anything to do a YouTube channel. Nothing. It costs me to be on the airways, and it's great. I love it. I've been doing it forever. It physically costs tangible dollars. A lot of people have said, well, I thought you just did it because the station asked. Nope. If they asked me, we'd be there every day for 3 hours. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It'd be like a standard, host show. Right now, I'm Saturday at 3 o'clock because 14 years ago, there was an opening. They didn't have anything from 3 to 4 p.m. And I said, hey,
What if I take that? They're like, sure, sign this contract. This is how much it costs, and you can own that hour. I was like, well, what can I do? They're like, you can do anything you want. You speak any kind of show you want. Just commercials and 5 minutes at the top of the hour. So if you aren't catching on yet, the show starts at 3:05 because the first 5 minutes of WBT is news at the top of the hour. And then from 3:05 to like 3:30, I am here and talking with you and asking you questions and hoping to God that you pick up your phone and text your name and your email so we can get you in the conversation of how to heal. And then for 5 minutes from 3:30 to 3:35, there have to be commercials. But yet I bought the hour. So technically I buy 50 minutes. But again, the commercials have to be there because the commercials and the people who pay for the commercials are what give the show the money to do what they do. And just it's called life. So for 5 minutes, there's commercials. And then for 25 minutes, I get to come back on again, blah, 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 and teach and educate you. And then boom, 4 o'clock hits. They're going to do 5 minutes news at the top of the hour. And then the next guy who is paying for 4 to 5 comes on. And then 6 to 7 and 7 to 8. You guys see, like Saturday, just so you know, all these people on here are just doing it out of the graciousness of their heart, paying to teach you what they're telling you. And it's phenomenal. You're going to learn about how to sell your house. You're going to learn about how to fix your car. You're going to learn about how to fix your finances. You're going to learn how to not have to pay taxes when you retire. Like, the shows are phenomenal. And my show was to try to teach you how to heal yourself. And it's been a joyous time. I love it. I'm not saying farewell to the show. I'm just saying we're going to YouTube from here forward. So next Saturday, 3 p.m., will I be on the airways? Nope. I will be on the YouTube ways, Facebook ways, Instagram ways, social media ways, podcast ways. Join us. Look, the key is Ask Dr. Ernst. That key, by the way, that phrase, Ask Dr. Ernst, man, it unlocks all kinds of stuff. Did you know? It unlocks discounts at various websites. Dr. Ernst, how am I supposed to know which website gives me discounts? Go to my website, AskDrErnst.com, and click on the page that shows you the products we recommend. So filters for your house and products for your body and coffee that has no mold and beds that can make you literally regenerate your energy when you sleep and wine that you can drink that has no sugar and no pesticides. Like I don't get paid at all to do any of that. These are not affiliates. These are just companies that I said, hey, if I sent some people to you, would you be willing to give them a discount using my radio show name? And so, yeah, you can get 10, 15, 20% off things at certain sites. But the biggest key is this, it unlocks Facebook. So facebook.com/AskDrErnst. Unlocked. All of our protocols and our videos and our conversations, you just have to hit the follow button on Facebook. YouTube, go there. All of our shows for the last 14 years are archived and saved. Did you know on YouTube you can type in high blood pressure and get 14 live videos that will teach you how to get rid of high blood pressure? Did you know that? You could type in cancer and get things I've talked about with cancer before. You could type in diabetes. So guys, I have saved every show I've ever done ever on YouTube. Did you know that? So make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn the bell on because that gives you notifications when I put new stuff up. The Ask Dr. Ernst phrase unlocks Instagram. So you can go to Instagram.com/AskDrErnst and guess what? Everything is there, just sitting there waiting for you. So subscribe. Did you know it works on iTunes, Rumble, Spotify, Amazon? Like I'm telling you, just type Ask Dr. Ernst into Google and hit search and you're going to find endless, like at least the first 40 pages are places you can go and things you can do and stuff you can listen to so you can learn to heal yourself. My show originally, where pounds are shed, because you can lose a lot of weight when you get healthy, where disease is dead, because you can take chronic conditions that you've been told you can never get rid of and actually slay them. You can cut diabetes out of you. You can cut heart disease out of you. And where you get to be set free, there's a lot of freedom in health when you become your own doctor. Education. Okay, so the number one thing most people want help with is anxiety. I'm going to say it to you this way. Anxiety is a state of thinking. It's not a disease. Oh, I just ruffled some feathers. You're going to hear that it's serotonin issues in your brain and dopaminergic responses and it's a gut issue. Now I'm going to tell you straight out, 22 years experience as a holistic physician. Anxiety is a state, a spiritual state of worrying about the future. Here's what people who are anxious say. What if? That's it. Anxiety can be boiled down into one phrase. What if? What if when I leave my house I get in a car accident? What if when I go to the office I get fired? What if, and it's always something negative, have you noticed? You rarely hear anxious people say this. What if I get a promotion today? Wouldn't that be cool? What if I win the lottery and I have no more money issues? What if I find the person I've finally been looking for and I get married? What if positive? You don't ever hear that, do you? People who are anxious are always worried that something wrong is going to happen. Anxiety is, in my definition, a mental state of being addicted to what hasn't happened yet, but you think it has. So you live it out now in the present as if it has happened, and it creates anxiety. So can you take supplements to make your anxiety go away? Nope. Can you take CBD oils and calm down anxiety? Nope. Can you go to a doctor and take a SSRI or some sort of a drug? That'll make you feel different, but it doesn't get rid of anxiety, because anxiety is a thought process. It's a way of thinking. Now watch this. Can you go to a counselor and learn about how you think and maybe work on neuroplasticity and neuroregeneration and coming up with new thoughts? Yes. And guess what happens? Anxiety goes away. Okay, the number 2 issue most people deal with is depression. Oh, I'm so depressed. I don't want to do anything. I just want to sleep all day. The doctor says I'm depressed. They ran some tests. There's not enough neurotransmitters in my brain to be happy. So they put me on an antidepressant, an SSRI, an SNRI. They put me on things that are supposed to make me feel better. Okay, ready for this? That's never going to work. What is depression? It's the same thing as anxiety, but it's now in the past. People who are depressed are usually stuck in a loop of, do you remember when so-and-so did that to me? Or do you recall in the past when this happened? Or, man, when I did that really passed. Anxiety is the future. Depression is the past. So if you're stuck in the past and thinking about things that have already happened, oh, man, I really wish I could go back in time and change what I said. Depression. Man, that person did this to me and I've been just fuming over it ever since. And they've never come to ask me for forgiveness. They've never admitted their fault. Depression. Dr. Ernst, are you saying I'm depressed because I've been thinking about the past? Not necessarily. I'm saying if it drives your life. If all you ever think and talk about is what happened to you, you're depressed. Just try it for a second. Find someone who's depressed and listen to what they talk about. Do you remember in 1980 when it was really better? It was so better. And today's just a mess. The good old days. You guys remember the good old days? Those people are depressed. Now, what should you try to be? You don't want to be anxious. You don't want to be depressed. You want to be living in the now. Right now. What's going on right now? And now. And by the way, now is now the past. So now, this very moment, because 5 seconds ago, it's the past. 5 seconds in the future, it's the future. So that's anxiety. Depression's behind me. Anxiety's in front of me. Now. Living in the now is very difficult. You guys should listen to some famous people who talk about being present. Now, present. Okay, so we talked about anxiety and depression. So how do you fix anxiety and depression? Well, first, it's tough. You have to acknowledge that it's your thinking that's creating it. And listen, man, I've been there before. Climbing out of depression is like getting out of jail by yourself. Like you have to physically go, you know what? I'm going to pick myself up. I'm going to dust myself off and I'm going to start all over again. That's a song, by the way. It's a jazz song, really good jazz song. Or you have to be like, I'm going to go figure out where the key is and unlock the lock I have put myself in. I've put myself in jail and I'm sitting here going, look what everybody else did to me. Look at all this. I deserve it because of what I did. Depression. The easiest way to get out of depression is to visually recognize you're putting yourself there. Stand up metaphorically. Dust yourself off. Reach through the bars. Unlock the lock. And get out. You need some coaching and some counseling on how to do that. Anxiety is the same thing. It's just, man, stop worrying. Like, stop worrying. And how I help people, how do I coach someone with anxiety is I say, hey, listen, well, what are you worrying about? Well, I'm really like, you don't understand, Dr. Ernst. There's so many germs. Like, there's germs everywhere. I'm so afraid I'm going to get sick. Like, I got to sterilize my environment. I was like, all right, ready? Let's think about something good. What would be something good about you getting a cold? Oh, no. Yes, Dr. Ernst, you don't understand. There's nothing good about getting sick. Okay, well, hold on. The human body is designed to get sick, so it builds antibodies to prevent you from ever getting sick again. Wait, what? Like, hold on. This is the anxious person now. Wait, what? Hold on. I thought germs made me sick. No, God, oh my God. Has no one taught you host immunity? The idea that I could snort a bacteria, and if I'm at 100% immune system, I don't get sick. But if you snort a bacteria and you're at 40% immune system, you're going to get sick. So real quick, I know you're anxious. Do germs cause disease? Again, the way you think, guys. So you need coaching usually to get out of anxiety. You don't need drugs. You need a coach, a life coach, a counselor. So how do you get out of anxiety? How do you fix depression? Time to sit on a sofa and start bearing your soul to someone who's trained to hear how you think and help them change that thought. It's tough. It's equal to you guys saying the sky is green when we know it's blue. But if I had to convince you that the sky is green, I got a lot of work to do. But if I do it hard enough, eventually you're going to be like, yeah, man, the sky is green. So you changed your thought, your belief. Okay? Second major condition most people struggle with in the 22 years of me doing a radio show. Hey, don't forget, listen, text your name and email to us just so we can have who you are. I think right now I should do a little call to action. If you're listening to my voice, no matter if it's live on Saturday today or if it's after the fact on a podcast or whatever, do me a favor, okay? Try to break my phone. I want you guys to physically break my phone because so many texts come in that the phone says we're shutting off your subscribership. 704-906-2094. That phone is wide open for you guys to text name and email. I don't even need a catchphrase anymore. I just need your name and email. What are we going to do with it? I'm going to put you in an email list so that you know what we're doing and where we're doing it. You're going to get an email inviting you to come to our YouTube channel. You're going to get an email saying, hey, we're not destroying the Ask Dr. Ernst show. It's just moving locations. It's kind of like when you get a new phone and you text everyone, hey guys, I got a new phone. Here's my new phone number. Can you update your contacts? I want you to update your contact for Ask Dr. Ernst to youtube.com/AskDrErnst, facebook.com/AskDrErnst. Look, we've always been there. It's just maybe you're someone who's like, no, man, I wait till 3 o'clock and I listen to the airways. Good for you. Keep doing that at the other hours all throughout the week. Don't leave 107.9 FM WBT. Don't leave News Talk, man. News Talk is great. It's a great thing. I love News Talk. I just wish I could be more involved with the News Talk. Like, wouldn't it be cool if every week, every day, it's, hey, it's the Ask Dr. Ernst show. I'm here to help. Every day, I'm here for you. 3 hours straight. We'll talk about anything you want. So that's why we're going to YouTube, because right now they can't do it on the station. Or maybe they will. Could you call in, use the numbers on the screen? Hey, what happened to Dr. Ernst? Bring him back. Try it. Let's see what happens. Weight loss. I just did an entire event about this. So if you text in your name and email right now, 704-906-2094, I'll send you the replay. All the steps you need to lose weight are in there. Weight loss is not an equation of eat less, work out harder. If it was, man, all of us would be thin as you get out. No, weight loss is a physiological equation. Eat the right kinds of fat, drink the right kinds of water, spark your fire internally with a neurological signal, and watch this body burn fat in the presence of oxygen and water. It's weird. We need water and oxygen to burn a fire, but outside of the human body, we need oxygen and no water to burn a fire. It requires water. I talked about this not only on Thursday last, but on my previous show, that if you want to burn fat, eat real food, drink real water, breathe good oxygen, watch what happens. Fat. Okay, the next biggest thing is diabetes. And again, I'm just sharing 22 years of what people have been asking me. It's always anxiety, depression, number 1, weight loss, number 2, diabetes, number 3. Like, God, can I just please get these sugars under control? I'm going to share something that's just a quick thing about diabetes. It is not genetic. It is lifestyle induced for about a third of you. The other third of you, it's what's called toxin-induced insulin resistance. There's either heavy metals, there's pesticides, there's microplastics. What happens is the insulin receptor has to have a hormone land. So insulin has to land on the receptor for the receptor to open the gates for sugar. And some of you have something in your receptor. It's called TIIR. Just Google it. Type in the letter T, the letter I, the letter R. Hit return. More than likely, my page is going to be in the top 1, 2, because nobody talks about this. Toxin-induced insulin resistance is real. The research says 33% of diabetics, did you hear that? 33% of you have a toxin blocking your receptor, thus being diabetic. So if you identify the toxin and you remove the toxin, your diabetes could go away. The other third is what's called neurogenic, meaning your brain has lost the ability to regulate through your liver and your intestines and your pancreas your sugar levels. So if you find out if you have a neurogenic, X-rays, MRIs, CT of your spine, and you find out if you're toxicogenic and you clean out your diet, you have a 95% chance your diabetes will clear out. If you're interested in that, text your name and your email to 704-906-2094. Guys, I have replays of every masterclass I've ever done, ever. The last one is a big one, heart disease. Blood pressure, cholesterol, palpitations, arrhythmias. I'm just going to say it to you this way. Your heart is wired. Wired. You have wires that go to your heart and tell it what to do and how to do it. So we got to check those wires. Vagus nerve, upper thoracic nerves, they regulate cardiovascular function. If you have a subluxation, which is a misalignment of the spine that puts pressure on a nerve that dysregulates the autonomic communication, that could be why your blood pressure is high. Number 2, there's a huge connection between leaky gut, intestinal permeability issues, and dysbiosis, and heart disease. Okay, there's a product called TMAO, trimethylamine nitric oxide, that is produced, that is known in research to induce heart disease. If I took a vial of TMAO and squirted it in my arm, within minutes I'd have a fibrillative, palpitative arrhythmia, and my blood pressure would shoot through the roof, and I would induce heart disease. So do you have TMAO floating around in your blood? I've never seen a cardiologist test for it ever. It's part of our standard functional cardiological workup. So if you have heart disease, text your name, your email, and your phone number to 704-906-2094. Like it's really this easy. What about thyroid? Guys, the same thing. Nerve, gut, toxins. What you're going to see here is this. Every lifestyle-induced condition, here it comes in the last minute I have. I'm going to share 22 years worth of experience in 1 minute. Every lifestyle condition you deal with is caused from 3 things. Nervous system dysregulation, subluxation, blocking your brain, being able to talk to the organ that you're affected with. Number 2, leaky gut. It's called increased intestinal permeability in the research. If your gut's leaking, your body's attacking itself. Number 3, toxins, heavy metals, pesticides, fungicides, herbicides, poisons, PFAs, PFOSs, PFASs. If you're toxic and your gut's leaking and you're subluxated, there's your cause. Fix those 3, the body heals by itself. It has been a joy for the last 14 years doing this show with you on the airways. Join us from here forward. YouTube.com/AskDrErnst. See ya.